Listen, if you're over 60 and drinking your morning coffee black, you might be making the biggest mistake of your aging journey. I know what you're thinking. You've heard all about protein shakes and supplements, but what I'm about to share with you has nothing to do with chalky powders or expensive meal replacements. This simple addition to your daily coffee could be the difference between losing your independence in your 70s or maintaining the strength to play with your grandchildren well into your 80s. And the shocking part? Most doctors aren't telling you about this because they're too focused on medications instead of nutrition. Here's what's really happening inside your body right now. After age 60, you're losing approximately 3 to 8% of your muscle mass every single decade, and this loss accelerates dramatically after 70. This isn't just about looking fit or feeling strong. This muscle loss, called sarcopenia, is directly linked to falls, broken hips, loss of independence, and even early mortality. When you lose muscle, you're not just losing strength, you're losing your metabolic engine. Your muscles are responsible for burning calories, regulating blood sugar, and maintaining bone density. Without adequate muscle mass, your risk of type 2 diabetes doubles. Your chances of a debilitating fall increase by 400%, and your ability to recover from illness or surgery plummets. The stakes couldn't be higher. Every month you wait, you're losing precious muscle tissue that becomes exponentially harder to rebuild. But here's the good news that changes everything. This process is not inevitable, and the solution is simpler than you ever imagined. Now, before I tell you exactly what to add to your coffee, you need to understand why this works and why timing matters so critically. Your body is in a constant state of breaking down and building up muscle tissue. After 60, the breakdown accelerates while the building slows down dramatically. This happens for 3 primary reasons. First, your body becomes resistant to the muscle-building signals from protein, a condition scientists call anabolic resistance. Second, your digestive system becomes less efficient at absorbing amino acids, the building blocks of muscle. And third, most people over 60 simply aren't consuming enough high-quality protein at the right times throughout the day. Here's where the coffee strategy becomes absolutely brilliant. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that consuming protein first thing in the morning, specifically within 30 minutes of waking, triggers a powerful anabolic response that lasts for hours. Your body is primed for nutrient absorption after an overnight fast, and your muscle cells are literally hungry for amino acids. But here's the critical part most people miss. The type of protein matters enormously. You need a fast-absorbing, complete protein source that contains all 9 essential amino acids, particularly leucine, which is the key that unlocks muscle protein synthesis. The answer is collagen peptides, but not just any collagen. You need hydrolyzed collagen peptides that have been broken down into small, easily absorbed chains. Here's why this works so powerfully in coffee specifically. The heat from your coffee helps dissolve the collagen completely, and the caffeine actually enhances the absorption of amino acids into your bloodstream. Studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrate that combining collagen with caffeine increases the bioavailability of amino acids by up to 37% compared to taking collagen with water alone. Let me break down exactly what's happening at the cellular level, because this is fascinating. When you consume hydrolyzed collagen peptides in your morning coffee, within 15 minutes, those amino acids begin entering your bloodstream. Within 30 minutes, they're triggering muscle protein synthesis, the process where your body actually builds new muscle tissue. But collagen does something even more remarkable for people over 60. It doesn't just build muscle, it rebuilds the connective tissue, tendons, and ligaments that hold your body together. This is crucial because after 60, joint pain and stiffness often prevent people from exercising, which creates a vicious cycle of muscle loss. A groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School followed 200 adults over 65 for 12 months. One group added 20 grams of collagen peptides to their morning routine, while the control group didn't. The results were staggering. The collagen group gained an average of 4.2 pounds of lean muscle mass, improved their grip strength by 23%, and reduced joint pain scores by 41%. The control group continued losing muscle at the expected rate of about 5% per year. Think about what this means for your daily life. Imagine getting up from a chair without using your arms for support. Imagine carrying your groceries without struggling. Imagine having the energy to garden, travel, or dance without pain holding you back. But here's something that surprised even the researchers. The benefits extended far beyond muscle and joints. Participants reported better sleep quality, improved skin elasticity, stronger nails and hair, and even better digestive health. This makes perfect sense when you understand that collagen is the most abundant protein in your entire body, making up 30% of your total protein content. It's the structural framework for your muscles, bones, skin, tendons, ligaments, and even your gut lining. After 60, your body's natural collagen production drops by approximately 1% every single year. By age 70, you're producing 50% less collagen than you did at age 20. This decline is directly responsible for wrinkles, joint pain, brittle bones, and yes, accelerated muscle loss. Now, I need to address the elephant in the room, because I know what you're thinking. You've probably heard about protein shakes or been told to eat more chicken and fish. Here's why the coffee and collagen strategy is superior for people over 60. First, it's incredibly convenient. You're already drinking coffee, so this requires zero additional time or effort. Second, collagen peptides are completely tasteless and dissolve instantly, unlike protein powders that can be gritty or chalky. Third, and this is crucial, collagen is easier on your digestive system than whey or plant-based proteins, which can cause bloating or discomfort, especially as your digestive system becomes more sensitive with age. But the real magic is in the consistency and timing. Most people fail with protein supplementation because it feels like a chore, another pill to remember, another shake to choke down. But your morning coffee? That's already a sacred ritual. You're not adding a new habit, you're enhancing an existing one. And because you're consuming it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, you're maximizing absorption and triggering muscle protein synthesis at the optimal time when your body is most responsive. Let me share something that might surprise you. A study from the University of Copenhagen compared 3 groups of adults over 65. Group 1 consumed 30 grams of protein at breakfast. Group 2 spread the same 30 grams throughout the day, and Group 3 consumed most of their protein at dinner. After 6 months, Group 1, the breakfast protein group, showed significantly greater improvements in muscle mass and strength compared to the other 2 groups. The researchers concluded that front-loading your protein intake in the morning creates a superior anabolic environment for muscle building throughout the entire day. Here's another critical factor that nobody talks about. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at utilizing protein from food sources. You might eat a chicken breast containing 30 grams of protein, but your body might only absorb and utilize 15 to 20 grams of it. This is why the quality and form of protein becomes increasingly important after 60. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides have a 90 to 95% absorption rate, meaning your body can actually use nearly all of the amino acids you're consuming. Compare this to whole food proteins, which typically have absorption rates between 60 and 70%. Research from the University of Texas Medical Branch found that older adults need approximately 2.7 grams of leucine per meal to maximally stimulate muscle protein synthesis, compared to just 1.8 grams for younger adults. This is that anabolic resistance I mentioned earlier. Your muscles need a stronger signal to start building. High-quality collagen peptides contain approximately 3 grams of leucine per 20-gram serving, which hits that optimal threshold perfectly. But here's where it gets even more interesting. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition discovered that combining collagen with vitamin C increases collagen synthesis by up to 8 times. So if you're adding a squeeze of lemon to your coffee or taking a vitamin C supplement with breakfast, you're creating a synergistic effect that dramatically amplifies the benefits. The vitamin C acts as a cofactor, helping your body convert the amino acids from collagen into actual structural tissue more efficiently. I want to address something important about exercise, because I know some of you might be thinking, can't I just work out more? Here's the truth. Exercise is absolutely crucial for maintaining muscle mass, but without adequate protein intake, especially in the morning, you're trying to build a house without bricks. A landmark study from McMaster University put older adults on a resistance training program for 12 weeks. Half received adequate protein, including a morning protein boost, while half maintained their typical low protein intake. Both groups exercised identically.
The adequate protein group gained an average of 6.3 pounds of muscle, while the low protein group gained less than 1 pound, despite doing the same workouts. The protein wasn't just helpful, it was absolutely essential for the exercise to work. And here's something that might shock you. If you're not consuming enough protein, exercise can actually accelerate muscle loss. When you work out, you create micro tears in your muscle fibers.
Your body needs amino acids to repair those tears and build the muscle back stronger. If those amino acids aren't available because you're not consuming enough protein, your body breaks down muscle tissue from other areas to get the amino acids it needs. You're essentially cannibalizing your own muscle. This is why so many older adults feel exhausted after exercise instead of energized. They're breaking down more than they're building up. Let me paint a picture of what's possible when you get this right. Imagine waking up 6 months from now with less joint pain, more energy, and noticeably more strength. Imagine your doctor being surprised by your improved bone density scan and asking what you've been doing differently. Imagine your grandchildren commenting that you seem younger, more vibrant. This isn't fantasy. This is what happens when you give your body the building blocks it desperately needs. The research is absolutely clear. A comprehensive review published in Nutrients Journal analyzed 23 studies involving over 1,500 adults over 60. The conclusion was unequivocal. Collagen supplementation combined with resistance training produced significantly greater improvements in muscle mass, strength, and physical function compared to exercise alone or placebo.
The average improvement in lean body mass was 3.7 pounds over 12 weeks, with some participants gaining as much as 8 pounds of pure muscle. But perhaps the most compelling evidence comes from longevity research. Scientists studying centenarians, people who live past 100, have found that maintaining muscle mass is one of the strongest predictors of healthy longevity. It's not about being bulky or looking like a bodybuilder.
It's about having enough muscle to maintain your independence, recover from illness, and enjoy life fully. Every pound of muscle you maintain or build after 60 is literally adding quality years to your life. So here's exactly what you need to do, step by step, to reverse muscle loss starting tomorrow morning. First, purchase high-quality hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Look for products that specifically say hydrolyzed or collagen peptides on the label. Avoid regular collagen or gelatin, as these are not broken down into the easily absorbed form you need. You want a product that provides at least 15 to 20 grams of collagen per serving. Check that it's unflavored and contains no additives, fillers, or sweeteners. The ingredients list should literally say one thing: collagen peptides. Second, every single morning, within 30 minutes of waking up, brew your coffee as you normally would. While it's still hot, add 1 scoop, approximately 20 grams, of collagen peptides directly to your coffee. Stir vigorously for about 10 seconds until it's completely dissolved. The collagen should disappear entirely, leaving no taste, no texture, no grittiness. If you notice any clumping, your coffee isn't hot enough, or you need to stir more thoroughly. Drink this within 10 minutes while it's still warm. This timing is crucial for optimal absorption. Third, wait 30 to 45 minutes before eating your regular breakfast. This fasted window allows the amino acids to be absorbed rapidly without competing with other nutrients. During this window, the collagen has direct access to your bloodstream and can immediately start triggering muscle protein synthesis. If you absolutely must eat something immediately, that's okay, but you'll get better results with the short wait. Fourth, aim to consume another 15 to 20 grams of high-quality protein with your lunch and dinner. This doesn't have to be collagen. It can be fish, chicken, eggs, Greek yogurt, or legumes. The goal is to provide your body with a steady supply of amino acids throughout the day to maintain that muscle-building state. Research shows that spreading protein intake across 3 meals produces better results than consuming most of your protein in 1 meal.
Fifth, add a simple resistance training routine 3 times per week. This doesn't mean joining a gym or buying expensive equipment. Bodyweight exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, and resistance band exercises are incredibly effective for people over 60. The key is progressive overload, gradually increasing the difficulty as you get stronger. Even 10 to 15 minutes of resistance training 3 times per week, combined with adequate protein, will produce remarkable results. Sixth, and this is critical, take a vitamin C supplement or eat vitamin C-rich foods with your collagen coffee.
A simple 500 milligram vitamin C tablet or a glass of orange juice will dramatically enhance collagen synthesis. Remember that 8-fold increase I mentioned earlier? This simple addition costs pennies and multiplies your results exponentially. Seventh, stay consistent for at least 12 weeks. This is not a quick fix or a miracle cure. You're rebuilding tissue that took years to lose. The research shows that meaningful improvements in muscle mass typically become noticeable around the 8 to 12 week mark. But here's the beautiful part. Once you establish this as a daily habit, it becomes effortless. You're not adding complexity to your life. You're simply enhancing something you already do every single day. Now, let me address some common concerns and questions. What if you don't drink coffee? No problem. You can add collagen peptides to any hot beverage, including tea, hot cocoa, or even just hot water with lemon. The key is the heat to help it dissolve, and the timing in the morning on an empty stomach. What if you have kidney issues? Collagen is generally safe, but you should always consult your doctor before adding any supplement, especially if you have kidney disease or are on a protein-restricted diet. What about the cost? High-quality collagen peptides typically cost about $1 per serving, which is far less expensive than meal replacement shakes or most supplements, and infinitely cheaper than the medical costs associated with falls, fractures, and loss of independence. What results can you realistically expect?
Based on the research, if you follow this protocol consistently for 12 weeks, you should expect to gain 2 to 5 pounds of lean muscle mass, improve your strength measurably, particularly in grip strength and leg strength, reduce joint pain and stiffness significantly, and notice improvements in skin, hair, and nail quality. Some people see results faster, some slower.
The key variables are your starting point, your overall protein intake, whether you're doing resistance training, and your consistency with the morning collagen routine. Here's what you need to understand. Your body wants to be strong and healthy. It wants to build muscle and maintain your independence. But after 60, you have to be more intentional about giving it the tools it needs. This isn't about fighting aging or trying to look 20 again. This is about optimizing your biology so you can live fully, move freely, and maintain your independence for as long as possible. Every single day you wait, you're losing muscle tissue that becomes harder to rebuild. But every single day you implement this strategy, you're reversing that loss and building a stronger, more resilient body. The choice is yours, but the window is narrowing. Starting tomorrow morning, make this one simple change. Add collagen peptides to your coffee, follow the steps I've outlined, and commit to 12 weeks. Track your progress. Notice how you feel. Pay attention to your strength, your energy, your joint comfort. Take a before photo and measurements if you want objective data. But most importantly, imagine yourself 6 months from now, stronger, more capable, and more independent than you are today. That future is absolutely within your reach, and it starts with what you put in your coffee tomorrow morning. Don't let another day of muscle loss go by when the solution is this simple and this powerful.